Okay. Hello, welcome to Northfield Black 2. In here, we are just 10 minutes away from their different departments and different buildings, such as Coop, Taj, and Northfield Bar. Just next to Northfield Bar, we have a bus station that we can go to the city, so it's pretty much convenient. As you can see, we have no elevator comparing to East Slope, and our doors unfortunately opens with these keys. I would really appreciate it if they change it by the NFC readers. So we have like 6 rooms over here, and we are living with 6 flatmates. And now I'm going to show you our kitchen. Welcome. So basically this is guys' living room. People gather around, sit with each other, talk about each other. Sometimes they study together, and they can invite their friends and have fun over here. The pity thing is we don't have study rooms in these accommodations, comparing to East Slope that they have the a study room. We have a whole open microwave, sink, and toaster and water boiler. It could have been more. They could have just provided us much more facilities and gave us some kind of a guidance about how to clean these items, because we have bought some of the cleaners, but it won't work on that one very much. And also we have a refrigerator and freezer. The day that we came here, we had just 2 of these shelves, so we stole one of these shelves from the other flats. And pretty much we don't have the complete shelves, so we don't have enough space, and each person have just 1 level, so it's not enough. And about the freezer, some of our people are just leaving their items not completely covered. That's the problem with our freezers. And the other thing that I can talk about is that people leave their things around that we don't know the owners, and they're just lying around. And that's pretty much that I can talk about our problems.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let's start.
Hello Reza, thanks for letting us interview.
Hey, welcome to my accommodation.
Can you please give me a brief explanation about yourself and your accommodation?
Okay, I'm Reza. I'm doing a FinTech Masters in Sussex University, and I've entered here since September. I'm staying in Northfield, Black 2. And that's it.
Okay. Are you satisfied with your accommodation?
Well, it depends on the definition of satisfaction, but overall, I'm satisfied. I'm just living here for a temporary moment, like 1 year, so I don't have lots of things to complain, but there are definitely lots of problems here, like the messy places, people not taking care about what they are doing in the kitchen, and some other things that we can discuss and talk about.
Okay. Can you please give us different aspects of your accommodation that you're not happy with?
For example, the cleanliness. When people cook, they don't clean after. The shared works that we have, such as taking out the trashes, sometimes people forget and all the trashes pile up in the trash can. And some of the noises that people make, like slamming the doors or just inviting people in the late nights during the weekdays, and some other things like this.
And how these factors affected on your performance or your education here?
Well, at the beginning, we had lots of problems with our flatmates since we had no policies. And I think that would be awesome if a university set a clear policy about this and let the students know about that. But after we set up a meeting, we somehow managed some other things. But at the first weeks that we started studying here, we had no policy about, for example, slamming the doors. So people were just opening the doors and leave it, and it, bam, closed like this.
Okay.
And I couldn't sleep well. It was affecting my performance, especially for my morning classes. So I gathered people, talked about this, and also I made a video about how closing and opening the doors, and somehow through the talking we try to solve these problems.
Okay. And how can university help you for finding your flatmates easily or prevent all these problems?
I think most of the shared works is something routine, like taking out the trash, or some policies uh, can be just somehow guide the students to how to do the shared works, give them a policy, give them some kind of a regular plan that people must do these things on a daily basis. And they can also install some hardware such as door closers, something that close the door a bit slower, and that's it, I think.
Do you think is it better before coming here you know your flatmates and chat with them to get familiar with them?
Yes, if we had a platform, an official platform to find out who are our flatmates, know each other, know the different cultures, talk to each other, it would be much better. Because before coming here, we had a WhatsApp group chat, and I managed to find like one of them, and we had bonds between us. When we came here, we were friends for years, and we met after a while. It was so satisfying, so good, and I have no conflict with that person. And I think that's the outcome of chatting with him before coming here.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have any preferences for finding your flatmates, for example, based on their cultures, based on their personality? Do you prefer to choose someone who is similar to you in terms of personality or culture, or it's going to be different?
Well, I think if we were from the same cultures, we had less conflicts. But let's look at the other side of this problem, is that when you live by other cultures, you know a lot about their cultures, you know about the cultural shocks, and this is a good aspect also. You know how they are, for example, their cuisines, you know their life routine, and that's fun. You may have conflict, you may have some conflict, but I think if we just don't let the accommodations to be diversified, it just makes it less fun. If for example in this accommodation we were all from Middle East, and we didn't have someone from other cultures, it didn't sound that much fun. Because right now we have lots of things to learn about the other cultures. For example, some of our people are from Africa, some of them are from Thailand, Pakistan. So we are learning from them, and they are learning from me, and that's the fun aspect of being here.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For your time. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.